I want you to do me a favor. Yeah, sure. I want you to hit me as hard as you can. What? I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Eagles Fight Club.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can. First rule of Fight Club, you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club, you do not talk about Fight Club. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Ego DURDEN in the building. The day after, Lomachenko Walters and high-tech Lomachenko was surgical. And I figured let's have a Fight Club meeting. This is a new series I started on the channel, Ego Fight Club. And I did it. The very first fight was for Vasyl Lomachenko, Nicholas Walters. And the Fight Club, let me explain to you guys what it is. It's kind of like a prediction league where it's a home front. People can leave their fight predictions, so it's not just me doing it. We can see what people were saying then and we're saying after. And just FYI, I have the window open before the fight. So even if you go back and try to delete your comment, it's too late because I already have it. I already have a live version of the window open. So any delete you show is not going to affect my window. So don't try to be sneaky if you left a comment and go back and actually try to delete the comment so no one knows you said it. This is the Fight Club. There are no rules to Fight Club except for the rules that I put forth. Now let's talk about it. When I do my 7 reasons, this is hilarious to me. When I do 7 reasons, they say, oh, you only picked this fight, you only picked this fight. And then I picked 2 back-to-back fights, which were pick'em fights, 50-50 fights stylistically, right? Ward, Kovalev, Kovalev, Ward, and then also Walters, Lomachenko, Lomachenko, Walters. And y'all say, oh, you just picked the favorites. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys like this. Ego DURDEN doesn't pick based on favorites. I pick based on who I think is going to win. That's the problem with some of you boxing fans, is you guys rely too much on other people's information. I don't look at Vegas betting odds. I actually don't even know about betting, like, you know what I mean, plus 100 and minus 2. I don't even know all the terms and stuff. I don't bet. I don't look at favorites. I go off of who I think based on what I've seen from both parties, and I go off what I think will happen in the fight. Whether they're the favorite, whether they're the underdog. I love a good underdog story, but I'm not going to just pick an underdog because I want to pick them. I'm picking it based off what I see. So that's how you know that you're getting genuine predictions, is because I don't pick on emotion or anything like that. Now let's take a look at some of the comments. Ego DURDEN, haha, but I like this idea. Exactly, I am Ego DURDEN. Brian Mitchell said, Jim Lampley will take his anger out on Walters for the Ward Kovalev Ward fight. Walters needs a KO against Loma. That definitely did happen. Another thing, when I do my 7 reasons, some of y'all say, oh, you just picked a favorite. But as we go through these comments, you'll see that not everyone was picking Lomachenko like I did in my 7 reasons, which is funny. So whether you think I'm picking the favorite or not everyone picked Lomachenko to win like I did. So, you know what I mean? It's and beyond that, with these predictions, it's not just, it's if you're 2 people are fighting, it's 50-50. It's not just that. It's actually building a rapport and insight off of your prediction. Like, I'm not just telling you who's gonna win and say, oh, Lomachenko, shut the fuck up, suck my dick, thank you, have a good night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. I'm telling you what I think will happen, patterns, styles, and I'm actually breaking down the fight. So big difference. Kid Stacy, Walter's main advantage is sheer power in either hand. He has a significant reach advantage on Loma too. Walters is also the naturally bigger guy. Walters is the volume puncher, which is going to cause Loma problems. Definitely didn't happen. Walters also has a good defense. It didn't show up because he was getting touched up, and is a real body snatcher. And that's the other thing, I don't even know why he didn't go to the body. Walter's an intelligent fighter and will outwork Loma on the inside. That definitely didn't happen. The inside work, Lomachenko was throwing punches in motherfucking bunches. Loma struggles against pressure fighters and hasn't fought a real puncher. Walters can bring that pressure. Walters by KO. So Kid Stacy definitely off with this particular one. And also on the Ego Fight Club meetings, I'm going to kind of break down some things in hindsight, what I've seen from the fight, whether I was right with my prediction or not, or whatever the situation is. But Lomachenko, I told you guys in my 7 reasons, he gets off first. He doesn't wait for you. Walters was waiting for the perfect opportunity. Boxing doesn't work like that. You can't just wait for the perfect opportunity. It may never come. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you're getting zapped, your energy zapped, because somebody's punching your noodles out, punch you in the stomach, punch you in the head, moving, causing you to work, causing you to miss. You know what I mean? All that takes and depletes energy, right? So Walters was waiting. You can't wait for a guy like Lomachenko. And then to add to your statement, Loma struggles against pressure fighters. I mean, it's hard to tell because he did struggle in one fight, and that was against Orlando Salido. And Orlando Salido is a pressure fighter. However, there was some factors in that, like Salido came in overweight. He missed weight, the weight cap. He fought dirty, and the ref did nothing about it, like low blows and stuff. Clearly, Salido doesn't have the greater technique over Lomachenko, so he had to do whatever he had to do to try to smug, and whatever against Lomachenko. But he did have some kind of advantages, some borderline dirty advantages in that fight. Walters isn't a pressure fighter, you know what I mean? And people did the same thing with Mayweather-Pacquiao. People keep comparing what Maidana did. Pacquiao and Maidana fight nothing alike. Pacquiao is not a pressure fighter. He's not not willing to, like, he gets punched based on his style, but he's not willing to just come in and take your best shots in order to get off his shots. You know what I mean? Like a Maidana might be more likely to do that, or Brandon Rios or Ruslan Provodnikov. That's not Pacquiao. He's not a pressure fighter. Amun Ra says, I hope Walters wins this fight. Fighters probably knock the Loma damn, you guys got to work on these spellings. The Loma the fuck out. The hate is going to be hilarious this time. Well, that definitely didn't happen. Told you, a total mismatch. Lomachenko wins. He will frustrate Walters. Justin Davis. Shout out to Justin Davis. Let me thumb this up. You called it, because that's exactly what I seen. He was frustrating Walters. And you could tell he was frustrated, Walters, that is because he was making all these facial expressions and, like, shrugging his shoulders, like, okay, I don't know, I'm the X-Men. Like, you know what I mean? You doing all that and you losing. You know what I mean? He was, I think there was a low blow or something in there. There's gradual signs where the fighter is getting popped and getting hit, but they can't hit their opponent back. And you see it. You've seen it with Lomachenko and Walters. You see it with Mayweather. It's very frustrating. You're missing your shots, and he's getting off his shots with a high accuracy, and you can't corner him. So Walters definitely looked befuddled in there. When he went to the corner after the 7th round, I'm not going to say I knew he was going to quit, but I knew things were not looking good. He looked totally discouraged. He walked into the corner with his head down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever have your parents send you to your room, like, you're grounded, ego, go to your room, or, you know what I'm saying? And you just walk your head down, he just fed me, man. Like, you know what I mean? That's how Walters walked back to the corner. Not a good sign. Clearly frustrated. Reese the comedian. Axeman is going to get robbed. That definitely didn't happen because he quit. Calling it. And when I say robbed, I don't mean when y'all say Ward robbed by 1 point. HBO wants Loma to win. Loma by SD, split decision. Well, none of that happened. And at the end of the day, Lomachenko, he made good of his promises. He said before the fight that I'm not going to leave it in the hands of the judges. I want to get the knockout. And he did. He got a TKO. SSJ Davika. I got Walters. Loma got bullied by Salido. And Walters had a much bigger skill set with power, great body work, and a lot of reach. Can't hit what you can't see. And that was evident. And again, a lot of you guys, you got to study the game, study boxing. Walters and Salido don't fight like each other at all. You know what I mean? Walters is a boxer puncher. Good body attack, freakishly long arms. He good fighter other than that performance. But Salido's not that dude. He's not. Salido, one, has slept on experience. Salido has fought Juan Manuel Marquez, Yorkis Gamboa, Mikey Garcia. That was Mikey Garcia's big step-up test. Juanma Lopez in Puerto Rico. He fought Takashi something, I think over in Japan or Thailand or whatever. So he's been a road warrior. He has a gang of experience. And stylistically, Salido he's a guy who started, he has that Canelo upbringing where he started fighting in Mexico at age 15. He got knocked out a couple times, unlike Canelo, and got knocked out. And he's that warrior. He's like the quintessential. He lacks certain things, technique, good body puncher, but I said in my post-fight video, he's that by any means necessary Malcolm X style of a fighter, by any means necessary. He's willing to get knocked out, kind of like James Kirkland or whoever. He's willing to go out on his shield. Like, fuck that. You know what I mean? He's been there. Rocky Martinez. Salido's resume is deeper than people think. Walters fights nothing like him. So it's pointless to compare two fights that have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? That's like saying, oh, Miguel Cotto has success against Floyd Mayweather, so Amir Khan will. You know what I mean? That Amir Khan has different attributes, different skills, different height, different chin, different way of fighting, different experiences. So you can't compare Cotto at 54 versus Mayweather to Amir Khan at 47. You know what I mean? Plus you got to look at Amir Khan's. That's the other thing when I do with my predictions is I look at everything. You have to look at Amir Khan. Okay, he's been stopped 3 times. Brace Prescott, Danny Garcia. He got stopped by Canelo recently. He got knocked down by Julio. You got to look at everything. You can't just look at, oh, they're both good body punchers. They fight alike. Better Days 29. How did you survive weighing 155 in the city where the skinny niggas died? Wow, random Tupac comment. I knew that sounded familiar, but JB, Loma UD. I think the movement of Loma will keep him safe from Walters' power. Bingo. I also think Loma will attack Walters' body. Gotta remember this Walters first fight in a year. Yep. And I said that in my 7 reasons. That was one of the reasons. The long layoff definitely did not hurt. You know what I mean? Walters, in hindsight, maybe he should have took a tune-up before he went in. Don't know that would have made a significant difference, but you would have been able to knock off some ring rust. Mike Hawk. Pretty sure Lomachenko has dealt with guys like Walters plenty of times, considering the fact that he had a 396-1 record, but yet again, this isn't the amateurs Walters can crack, so I don't know. Year 2000, really cool idea, like it. I'm not that versed in boxing, but I'll give it a try. Vlad said Lomachenko by UD. A lot of people picked the UD. A lot of people didn't see this stoppage. Kerm says Walters versus Lomachenko is equivalent to Kovalev Ward. Watch how HBO commentary does a complete 180 based on the house fighter. Lomachenko should win, but Walters will be the aggressor, so it goes to college. HBO will give to Loma. Just want to see if it would be biased. I see some of you guys, I'm gonna skip comments like that if it's all spelled all crazy. Howard says I give the edge to Loma, but I've been a boxer for many years. And it really bothered me that he had 2 professional fights and gets a title shot. Yeah, that makes sense. Courtney Ellis, I picked Vasyl to win. I see AXEMAN gassing out. Yeah, that kind of happened. He did look gassed. He got gassed, all right. Saint Cruz and Loma by UD. Too smart, too fast. Great fight. Definitely too fast. Loma has underrated speed, and it's not just his foot speed, but his hand speed looks pretty crispy too, and he's accurate. William Sebastian, great fight. Can't wait for Saturday. Got to go with Loma, but it's a hard one for both, and it actually turned out to be an easy fight for Lomachenko. Easy. He even said that post-fight. He said he just stood in one place. He made it easy for me. Mike Donna, people are going to be surprised how much more athletic AXEMAN will be. Freak. That wasn't happening. Quest X said Walters is too big. He has perfect balance. He's built too tough. That didn't happen. B. Shakur, Loma, round 9 TKO. That was actually very close. Shout out to B. Shakur. Round 9. It happened before round 8. Unknown. Shout out to Unknown. Lomachenko. See, First rule of Fight Club. No, I'm just playing. Lomachenko by stoppage, too skilled for the axe. He did get the stoppage. I want to see what people are saying to the people who are calling the stoppage. That's why he schooled Gary Russell Jr. AXEMAN will be too sharp to Loma body. Nicholas will edge him. In the end, Loma will gas out. Definitely the reverse. I want to see what you guys are saying to these stoppage comments. Laughing my ass out. That cunt couldn't even knock out a weak and smaller Russell. So, B. Shakur was really right. Motion Alex says, so what? Styles make fight. Loma got better after that fight, and he was actually close to stopping Russell at the end of the 12th. Keep telling yourself that. Tell us the elite fighters he knocked out. Well, now you can say he knocked out Walters. He hasn't KO'd any elite fighters yet, and I never argue that, but it doesn't mean that he won't do it in the future. Well, he did it, so. I wonder how these fuckboys feel now. Y'all funny. Oh, shit, they came back because he didn't get knocked out. He quit, so the person that deserving is that Walter. But still, it's still a stoppage on his record. Because if you say no mas, then there's some problem there. If you say no more, then that means you probably feel like you're going to get knocked out. Or you're going to get beat up even worse, or 10-8 round or something. Because why would you quit? If you're like Lil Wayne said on his song, I'm in the lead, I could pop a willy. So if you're in the lead, you could do tricks and stuff. You're not worried about nothing. So clearly something was up if you feel the need to quit. You know what I mean? So you can't discredit Lomachenko getting a stoppage because, again, if Walters didn't feel in there, he's the person in there. If he didn't feel he's on the verge of getting embarrassed worse or stopped, then why would you quit? That doesn't even make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to quit doing something that is successful. That just doesn't even make sense. So, shout out. Lomachenko by first round KO. See, now that's retarded. Like, Loma got the stoppage, but come on. Laugh out loud. I just put laugh. Yeah, that's drastic. You acting like he's Mike Tyson out there. He has to get into his high-tech rhythm. Jonathan said Vasyl high-tech Lomachenko wins by 10th round TKO. Very close prediction. And I'm going to read a couple more for you guys. Peanut, I got Lomachenko either late stoppage or UD. Very close. Leonard Ellerby, Lomachenko decision. Walters has a puncher's chance. But I believe Lomachenko has shown too much skill to lose this fight. Absolutely. Elks M100, Loma going to box Walters to a decision. Raymond Rice, I picked Lomachenko, but I like Walters, and it's not going to hurt my feelings if he wins. Ajama King, Ego, Walters will pull it out because he has better power puncher and bigger, but also technical, not a brawler. Works the body well, accurate, outclassed like other fighters. But yeah, speed plays a huge. You have to factor in everything. Lomachenko, Walters, we really had seen him against Donaire, who Rigondeaux kind of stole his soul. He fought Vic Darchinyan after Donaire had knocked him out, and then Walters just knocked him out better. And then Darchinyan's been done for a minute. You know what I mean? Everybody knocked him out towards the end. Donaire knocked him out a second time. Walters knocked him out. Jesus Cuellar knocked him out. He got knocked out bad. In the first round. There's this up-and-coming Mexican fighter. Forgot his name. He knocked him out. So, I mean, obviously some of those fights happened after, but to me, it's just a testament that Darchinyan's he's not the same Darchinyan from 118 or whatever, the lighter weights. Alucard, Loma is in my top 6 pound for pound. Hard to go against the dude, bro. That's what I said. 7 reasons, man. I'm not going against him. Dude is slick, smart, and crafty with great footwork. Walters will have to bang Loma body early. Pause. Exactly. See, that's a great comment. And you put the pause. Eatman 888. Wow, I had Walters and he got smoked and played. Made him quit quick. Ugh. See, some of you guys came back to the Fight Club. Came back to the Fight Club to see what people were saying. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing this. Walters by UD. That didn't happen. Dutch ENT said, I got Walters by KO. Omar Benitez, I got Walters. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys talk about me. Oh, Eagle, you just picked a favorite. Not everyone's picking the goddamn favorite. People really thought Walters was going to do it. You know what I mean? Loma by YUD. This is not as easy as you think. You guys name somebody who's doing it like Ego Durden that puts it. It's anybody can say anything, but put your thoughts, put your concepts, put your ideas, your insights, put it on wax so people could take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? Some people you could spectate. This is all documented. So tell me who's doing it like that, putting their predictions out there. So, and breaking it down. I'm not just saying, Walters, motherfucker, I'm out. I'm not just picking a person. I'm telling you what is going to play into that person that I'm picking's favor and stuff like that. It's not as easy as you guys think. It's not as easy as just picking a winner. Drew Jackson said Lomachenko by close UD. Another great fight coming. I don't think it was a great fight. It was a one-sided, spectacular performance by one guy, which was obviously Lomachenko. I told you guys in my post-fight, I was going to go to this fight. I'm so glad I didn't go to this fight because like these trips cost money. You know what I'm saying? You got to get hotel. Like I had to eat. You know what I mean? I'm not at home, so I got to eat every day that I'm out there. You know what I mean? Multiple meals, flights. If I want to gamble, you know what I mean? Just anything. So it cost money, and I don't think the undercard was spectacular. And the main event didn't deliver. It wasn't like a back and forth rugged fight that I had to be there live. Certain fights, I'm gonna tell you guys as boxing fans, certain fights you have to be there live. You just have to witness it, experience it. Like Ward Kovalev, great fight to be at live. Like just the crowd's reaction when Ward got knocked down and when Ward started coming back and when Kovalev did this, it was just great energy to be around. But this wasn't a fight that I had to be there live for. This was a great HBO fight for me to watch. Zoke said, I've never seen a tree survive an axe. It just did, but yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. It survived the axe. It's funny that Walter's the axeman and Vasyl was doing the chopping. He was chopping him. Tyrone Smith. I'm Tyrone, and I come to fuck his girl. Sorry, every time I hear that, I think of that. Walters by TKO. See, that's what I'm saying. It's not as easy as you guys think. A lot of people picking the wrong person. The fans win. Adrian said Lomachenko wins technical, aggressive style, either by TKO or decision. You got the TKO. Nick Ramirez on point. Loma about to make this boy look like an amateur. He an am right now. Lomachenko UD. Axeman's inactivity levels contributing to the margin. Sean says Walter's reach and pressure should give Chenko problems. He's being highly underestimated and Chenko lets himself get mauled at times. Again, Walters ain't a pressure fighter. I think Walters is a better inside fighter. That wasn't the case. Though I'd have to give Chenko the edge in skill set, I'm going with Walters. I picked Donald Trump to win. Lomachenko UD. I'm going to pick one more comment. Do you guys think it was a great fight? Here, I'm just going to scroll up and then. Alright. Lomachenko by competitive but clear UD. That's from Jamie Wilson. One more. Justin Perez, Loma's skills. Yeah, his skills definitely showed up. Let me know what you guys think. Ego Durden. I want you to hit me as hard. I'll be back with the next fight. Let me know what other fights you want me to do for the Ego Fight Club. We'll take a look at it before the fight, get some predictions out there. Then I'll revisit them with the Ego Fight Club meetings. What fight do you want me to cover next? Drop that in the comment section. Salute to Vasyl Lomachenko. Dominant, spectacular performance on his end. Axeman, got to go back to the drawing board. He was getting chopped up. And I don't know. We'll see if this is like has that Rigondeaux Donaire effect where Donaire never looked the same after that. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.